Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Watching Akasavan channel, and today in this particular video we will be going to discuss all about DeepSeek research paper, whatever the things they have talked about and underlying technologies they have used. We'll be going to discuss that particular in this particular video, what the research paper is all about saying. So we'll just starting about the series of the videos. So in the first video we'll be discussing about what's an abstract, what they have underlying technology in short. We will be going to discuss in this particular video, and just comment down below. Let me know in the video comment section. Did what like you about this particular part and all the things, all the stuff. So in this particular video, we'll be going to discuss all about very fun stuff, not too much boring. I'm not working walkthrough with the research paper. What I have understood from this particular research paper, I will on the put into you and putting the things into the layman terms, even 5-year-old kid or even non-technical person will understand what this research paper is all about. Alright, so let's get into it. So in this particular video, we are discussing all about how AI thinks like a detective. That is a DeepSeek R1, how the model has been created and how they have done that. Okay, so let's take a roller intro. Then we'll get back to hey everyone. I'm Akash, and I'm very excited to break you down super cool tech stuff into easy and understandable ideas. Basically. Okay. So today we are going to talk about something really amazing: how AI learns like a detective. So let's get understanding how the AI thinks. Okay, how AI thinks. So let's get dive into it. To First of all, you have to understand that particular part. They have discussed, have break it down to make that this makes a sense for you all about. Okay, so let's get dive into it. So let's imagine you have a robot friend, right? Imagine you have a robot friend. So you wanted to like imagine you have a robot friend who want to solve a mystery. Okay, who want to solve a mystery, but at the first, robot doesn't know how to think properly. Correct? If as a machine, you can think about you have a machine like you have a machine who is a robot. Robot, he is a friend of you, but that robot does not know how to think. Okay, how to think properly. What did this robot do? This robot will do the wild guesses. Correct? Number one, it may do the guesswork first of all. Okay. First of all, it will do the guesswork. Correct. Number two, it may mix up with different languages. Correct. So number two, it can mix up with different languages. So different languages. Languages. So this is what I like. Number two is mixing up the different languages. It may know, it doesn't know the languages basically, right? So it may mix up the different languages and sometimes even write in a way that it is hard to understand. Correct? It will write in a such a way that it is very hard to understand. That hard to understand. Hard to understand. Okay. So it will write in a way that it is you itself as a person will not able to understand what it is talking about. So let's get dive into the things. So DeepSeek R1 will try to understand now what this particular DeepSeek R1 created by the one of the models by the DeepSeek company. So let's get dive into it. We'll not get into the details of the companies, what how they have written in the research paper. We'll try to understand that. Okay. So we'll try to understand how DeepSeek R1 thinks. Okay, like how we'll be going to get into the details of DeepSickR1. Let's take this. I will just copy this. Okay, and just and we'll DeepSeek R1. Okay, so don't worry. There is a new and smarter AI called. There is a smarter AI you can consider of at like understanding at a layman terms. So it is a AI, something called as DeepSeek. What it will do is it's just know learns how to think. Okay, so it learns how to think. Okay, so how we learn, correct? It learns thinking. It learns. It will, first of all, you have to understand what is this will model will do is it learns how to think, learns to think and come up with a step by step. Learn to think, learn how to think step by step. Okay, it will learn how to think step by step. Okay, try to understand that. Learn how to think step by step. This is number one. This is learn. Just like how we learn math or puzzles, right? So just how we learn math, just how we learn, how we learn math or a puzzle. So it's something like that. You can consider it. So it will learn think, how to think step by step, and just how we learn math or a puzzle. Okay. So it's something like that. Try to understand this particular thing. So now you will be having a question. Hey Akash, how it will be learning, right? How it learns. So let's try to understand that part now. So how this model will learn, how it learns, how it learns. So we have a number third question, how it learns. So let's take a candy example here. Okay, let's take a candy example over here. Uh, let's say you want to teach a robot. Let's say you wanted to teach a robot. Let's take a this example. This is a robot. Okay, this is a robot. This is a robot. Uh, don't go with the example. Like don't go with my diagrams, folks. It is very vague. Actually, this is a robot. Understand? So you wanted to teach a robot how to pick a best candy. That teaching robot how to pick the best candy. Okay, how to pick best candy. How to pick best candy. Best candy. So at first, what it will do is, as I told, it will just picks the random candies. Okay, so sometimes it will be pick the tasty ones. Sometimes it will be testing ones. Okay, so then, but what if? So the number question here is, what if we it uh, gave a reward? Like what if we give it as a reward? So we give it as a reward every time it picks a yummy candy. Okay, so whenever it picks some awesome and awesome candy, we'll give a reward to the robot. Okay, so the robot starts to remember, hmm, when I pick this candy, I get a reward. Okay, when I got this particular I will pick this particular candy, I will get a reward. So it will have that memory kind of a thing. So when I pick this candy, I get a reward. This is how DeepSeek R1 learns. This underlying technology behind that, we call it as reinforcement learning. Okay. Whenever it picks some candy, it will try to understand that this is a mistake I did. Next time I should not do this particular mistake. I need to improve it and I need to do in another way. Correct. Correct. So this is what we need to understand. So upgraded. So like let's take an overview. What is this particular versions they are coming up with? Okay. So let's get dive into it. So there are upgraded versions of it. Correct. So upgraded first version AI called as DeepSickR1 0. was smart, but it was had some problems. Okay, sometimes it mixed up with the languages and wasn't easy to understand. So scientists, what they do is made an improved version called DeepSeek R1. So first they came up with DeepSeek R1 0. After that they came with DeepSeek R1. So improved version. So what it this will do? This will one learns in a stages. It will learn in a stages. R1 means nothing but it will learn in a stages where you first learn the letters before reading a full book. Correct. So how how the like generally a kid will learn, it replicates the same way. Okay, how we learn, it is the same underlying technology behind that. So this is what the thing, when you learn, when you like it will learn in a stages. When you first start learning the, like you had not directly jumped to the book. Correct. You learn the letters, you learn, try to frame sentences, then you try to do that, right? The same underlying technology of DeepSeek R1 is the same thing. Okay, so if you wanted to look into the bigger picture of these DeepSeek R1, DeepSeek R1 is a super powerful and like a superful hero, like a AI Marvel, like a Iron Man you can think of. Okay, so it can solve tricky problems. It can solve tricky problems. Okay, so almost it is as smart as an OpenAI's model. Okay, OpenAI's models. Guess what? The best part is a scientists are sharing this AI with the world so others can learn from it. It's not about this is a pricing premium model or something. So in the previous video also I shared it to you. You can use open source AI models to try and test it out how this particular model is looking like. So even non-tech person can try it out and check the problems, solve the business use cases, try to use for that particular their own purposes. So this is what the particularly was I wanted to talk about. Finally, the what we discussed. Let's me give the conclusion overall. This particular we discuss. So whenever you next time you hear about AI, correct? You hear about AI. Remember it learns just like we do by making mistakes. Okay, getting rewards and practicing to get better. Okay, so this is what you wanted to understand. So if you like this particular video, please hit like and subscribe to my videos. Why? Because I'm making this kind of a videos. No one is discussing all about this. So if you learn by looking at the research paper underlying technology, if you wanted to looking into it, and if you try to explain to the such persons, they will try to understand what this guy is talking about. He's not talking about the Java. This is what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so if you like this particular some more cool tech videos like stories, it made very simple for you. So so we will see you next time in the next another video with the particular chapter aspects that DeepSeek R1 research paper has having. Okay, so we'll discuss all this into the details. Let me know in the comment section below, folks, how did you how did you felt this particular video about. So we'll discuss in another video about very detailed video about the introduction, whatever the things is all about. We're going to discuss. I will be going to creating the another series about it. So that let me know in a description, folks. I will putting as a individual videos. Let me know the when if it is coming more kind of a request if I'm getting, so I will be maintaining a series of videos for it. Otherwise, I will be making it as an introductory so that it will be very the things. So if I get more of request, I can make this particular video and make an understanding for you folks. So it will be very easy for you to understand. That's it about this particular video, folks. We will discuss in another video, okay, with another cool stuff.